Use code AFTV20 for 20% off your order with Fireaway Pizza. Just click the link in the description below or go to fireaway.co.uk now.
Welcome back to AFTV. We've lost the first leg. It was looking like a draw up to the dying seconds, and you were saying, take the draw. We've been poor, just take it and run. But like Arsenal were trying to sneak one last counter-attack at the end, and it cost us.
Yeah, right at the end there, it looked like we were trying to create something out of virtually nothing. Got caught in position, and we got caught trying to play out. The attack broke down, and yeah, they went on to score. But my abiding thoughts of that game, James, is that we got mugged off tonight, mate. I think that Porto, it reminded me, and I don't, you know, like sometimes you go abroad and you go somewhere and you're out late at night and you get your pocket picked, or, you know what I mean, you suffer an unfortunate experience abroad and you think, oh, where's my wallet? You know what I mean, I've been mugged off. And that's how I feel watching that game tonight. I just think that tactically, Conceição, their manager, got it right, and our manager didn't, and I think that was a difference. The nuance in the tactics, we spoke about this before, with Champions League football, it's very different to Premier League football. There's all these nuances that you've got to take into account, and I just don't think we were at it tonight.
But you know what, right? I am the guy who will talk about tactics till the cows come home. Like, I'm here for that conversation, but tactics don't dictate decent first touch, a general level of commitment to the play. And I'm not saying the Arsenal players didn't want it or didn't try. I don't think I've ever really said that about this group. But they looked hungover. Like it was that kind of performance. Every touch was loose. That Martinelli pass, yeah. I think people are mad for him for trying it. I'm mad at him for not executing it. That wasn't... Like, he's picked up the ball. It's on his favourite right foot. Just spray a long pass. At the very least, ask the defender to clean it up. But it's one back in midfield. It felt like everything. And he wasn't the only one, Martinelli. Saka had loose touches. Havertz had loose touches. Rice, poor from the first minute when he wasn't poor throughout the game, but obviously gets the early yellow card. It felt like we were never in a rhythm to do any of the basics right.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I think that Porto were a large part of that. I mean, listen, when I say tactics, I'm not talking about it was some massive masterclass that in years to come they're going to dissect it and say, look, this is how they beat Arsenal. I'm talking simple stuff, like, for example, they let us have the ball. Even though they're at home, they were quite happy to let us have the ball. That's borne out by the possession stats. I think at one stage it was as high as 72%.
Yeah.
What they did do is that they closed us down quickly. They kept their shape. Whenever they felt a touch, they went down, they disrupted us. You know, I mean, it was a niggly game like that, you know, and they kind of brought us down to their level a little bit. That's what I'm talking about by the tactics. And in the end, they got what they wanted from the game. And as I was saying to you and Turkish and Luke on the watch-along, if you think that was bad tonight, they're going to do exactly the same thing at the Emirates, although I do feel that we've got enough within us to beat them. But I think that they played for this tonight.
The referee was a part of the conversation. Now, I haven't brought it up earlier because there were no decisions that went against us that cost us the game. No one's saying that for 1 second. No one's saying we lost the game because of the referee. It was a frustrating watch, wasn't it? And it felt like a lot of the antics were just sort of allowed to carry on. And I kind of want to see Arsenal take that a little personally come the Emirates and actually just let the football do the talking in the next 90.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, with regards to the referee, Porto, again, they were clever. They pushed their luck with the referee. They could see he was pernickety. He was blowing up for absolutely everything. So what are you going to do if you're a Porto player? You're going to see that and think, okay, he's gullible. If we go down, hold our shin, roll around a little bit, then we're going to get the majority of the decisions because we're at home. And again, I'm not condoning what they're doing. It's not great football to watch, but it's clever. And it got them what they wanted.
I'm looking much more at the referee to stop it than I am the Porto players to not do it. I'm not sitting there going, oh, you bloody cheats. I mean, you can use that word if you want, but for me, they're going to try and use every trick. Yeah. Cool. I expect Arsenal to same any team. I just expect the referee to enforce the rule. But let's not dwell on that too much. I bring it up because it was a topic of conversation throughout the match. But finally, do you think Arsenal turn this around?
Yeah, because I don't think we'll be as bad as this again. I mean, I can't remember watching an Arsenal side that didn't register a single shot on target. Yeah. And although we lost a game that we shouldn't really have lost, we've got to be honest and saying we didn't really deserve to win. And in fact, they missed a couple of chances back to back in the first half that, you know, could have sealed it. So it wasn't a good day for us, but I am optimistic that if we get things right, and show up this time, I think we'll beat them in the return leg.